Hello, my name is Barbara. Today we are going to make a couch for your fashion doll house. Okay, Barbies fit real good on it. So what you're going to start off with is you're going to start off with a box. Just a box like this. You can get them at any of your grocery stores. You can carry, you know what I'm talking about when you see it. You probably bring home your 6-pack of Cokes in a case, and you usually bring it in this. So this is what you're going to use. You're going to mark it. You're going to mark it about 3 inches, 4 inches away from over here. You're going to mark it. Just like that. You're going to mark it on both sides. So it's got to be even. Okay, so come over here to this side and you put the edge there. You mark it just like that. And then you mark it over here on this other side. So the secret to cutting this out is cut this side up, and then get it on an edge surface and bend it down so that it's a straight line. And then you just cut it out. You cut it out like that. Okay, so I already have one cut out, and this is what it is. This is how it looks. Okay, and what you need the extra cardboard for is you need to mark your circle. You need a circle, a plastic circle, because this is going to be the ends of your couch. Okay, so what you do is you mark it. You need 2 of them, so you mark it, and then you cut it out. Okay, you just go around and you just cut it out, just like that. Okay, and then when you're done, you'll have a circle. Okay, so with your circle, what you're going to do is you're going to cut like about 1 inch up. You're going to cut it flush, just like that. You're going to cut it straight, because what this is going to do is it's going to be the base for your couch. It's going to be like that. It's going to be glued onto this. Okay, so we'll put this aside, and we won't be needing it. So you're going to be needing your batting. Okay, you only need a little bit, and you need enough to fit this like this, and a little bit over here, and make it a little bit fluffy, just like that. Okay, and you get these swatches of fabric at your local box store. And usually in your fabric department, if it has one, you get them, and they're like about 99 cents. For the more fancier ones, you pay $1.50. And if you don't have that, if you have a piece of fabric, you can use that, so long as it's big enough to fit this and a few pieces that you may need. You can also use a headscarf. That will help as well. So there's different choices. You can choose of several different ones. I happen to choose this one for a future project. So what you do is you get this and you put this in there. I'm going to put the folded edge on the outside, just like that. And then fold it like that, so you can be a little bit cushiony right there. There you go. So you set that in there. It has to be even. If it's not, you do a little bit of trimming. Try not to do too much, because sometimes you can go a little bit too far. So I'll just trim a little bit off. It was just a little bit off, so that's what I'll do, is I'll just trim a little bit off. Like I said, it has to be even in there. Okay, so That ought to do it right there. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to bring that there. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Going to get that. And then this one, you have to measure and you have to cut this even with like that, but you give it an inch on each side because you're going to fold it over. So be sure and add an inch on each side before you cut it out. Okay, so when it's cut out, you get a piece that looks like this. Okay, and this you're gonna fold it in. You could iron it, or if you have an edge, you could just go like this, and it'll more or less iron itself out. So I have there, and then right there. Fold it like about that much. Okay, and what that does is it irons it flat. Okay, so this way you don't mistake it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get the little piece. Get the little piece, and you're going to put that in here. You might have a little bit that sticks out. You can always trim. Just trim a little bit. Try to make sure it's more or less even. So you get the larger one, and you glue it on over here at the edge like this. Okay, so just fold it just like that. Use your glue gun. You just put a little dot. You don't have to put so much glue. Just a little bit will do. You just put it there like that. So that part is on like there. Put it on both sides. Just fold a little edge. Like I said, if you put it on you can iron it with your finger. And put this other side on. Just put it right at the edge, right here, like that. Okay. It's going to be sticky now. You're going to have a little bit left over here, and I'll show you how to fix that. Okay. Now you're going to get your inside one that you measured. That's completely, almost even. Just trim it just a little bit. Okay, you got one for that side and one for this side. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to glue this. Okay, you don't want it to go like that because it'll stick out. So what you do is you cut right here, right there edge, you just cut a little nip. Just a little nip. So this one bends over like that. Okay. This one you do the same. Just put a little nip right here. Just like that. Let's see. I have like a little L. Okay. So you cut this little square. You just cut that off. Just like that. And do the same with this one. Okay. So what you're going to do is you'll have this. And the reason why I have it long, like I said, is you want to cover these little corrugated edges. So this is what this is for. So you just bring it like that. Come to the inside. Just put a little glue. Don't go overboard on the glue because you really don't need that much. Not for this anyway. Okay, so that's what you get. So, and you come over here to this side and you do the same. Just put a little bit of glue. Just like that. Now the glue is hot, so use scissors or a stick or something to smooth it out. And then you just let it dry. And then this one you're gonna glue like that. Just wrap it like a package, just a little package. You just use a little bit of glue. You don't need a whole bunch, just a little bit. And be careful with the glue gun. It gets really super hot. And don't leave it plugged in. If you leave the room, unplug it. It's too easy to forget those things. So that's how you do it. You wrap it like that. Okay, we'll do the same thing with this side. Just a little bit of glue. Just push this over. Because I'd use to pull it down taut. You just use a stick or your scissors, a pin, anything but your finger, because you will get burnt. I know I keep saying that over and over because I have to remind myself not to do it. Okay, so over here, this is how you have it, like that. And that's why you have this little piece, is you're going to put it right there, just like that. You're going to glue it. So you just need glue on the four edges, and maybe at the edge, you just go right here, just a little bit. There, just like that. And you glue that right on top of it. Okay, just like that. So, and like I say, you might have to do some trimming, but very little. So do the same thing with this one. This one's going to need to be trimmed. So I'm going to trim it just a little bit. Just like that. It's going to go in here like this. Even. And then this one is hanging out, so I'm going to have to trim this edge. It's better to be a little bit bigger. You could trim off than too small to have to add on. So this is going to go in here like that. Okay, so I'll put the glue. Just like that. I'll put that in there. Try to make it as even as you can. Okay, just like that. See, it's in there. That's on that. There's a purpose for that. If it's a little bit loose, you could put a little bit of glue and get it to where it's stuck down. Good. Just like that. I think this one needs to be trimmed. Okay, just like that. Okay, now this part. Okay, you got this one folded in like that, and you're going to put this in here just like that. So, okay, and what you do is you put that aside. Just put that aside, and you got this one ready. So you're going to start over here on the bottom and try to make it as even as you can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dab of glue to keep this from rolling all over. So I'll just put a little bit. You don't need to put a whole lot, just enough to keep it in place. Just like that. See, put it in there. Just put that in place. There it is. Now it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so you get your fabric, and remember you folded the edges in, so try and go as even as you can. Okay, This is the tricky part right here. So you're going to start over here on this edge. Right here. You're going to put glue in there. Just like that. Okay, just put it just like that. Do it. And then you come around. Should be folded. Should be in place. Just go like that. See what I did there? Put it on the bottom, wrapped it like that, and brought it around this way. So what I'll do is, I have to keep it folded here. I'm going to end it here. So just be sure and put it just like that. And you don't want it pulled back too much. So let me see. So this is where you could trim it, or you could fold it under and go like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it because it's a little bit long. So I'm going to trim like about 2 inches off. So it's better to have more that you could trim off than too little. So remember that. There we go. See? And you glue it up there. Okay, over here you're seeing the cotton, so have to fold it a little bit more. You don't want to see the cotton. Okay. So glue it down just like that. Be sure to okay. And just put a little bit of glue there. Try to make it as even as you can. Okay, and then you're going to do the end. You could fold it under if you wish. Just like that. Always make sure that it's even over here on the top like this. I have to undo that. Undo this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm having a problem here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll measure it like that, and I'll just put a dab of glue here so that it doesn't go anywhere. Just like that. So it stays right where it's at. Okay, I'm struggling with it over here, but we'll get it. Just dab of glue right there. Dab of glue, just a little bit. So what we're trying to prevent it from doing is coming apart when we glue it on this side like this. So it stays down. Okay. So looks like the best way to do it is just glue it down. We'll start in the middle. Okay, just like that. Do the edge. I try to make it as even as you can with the edge. Try not to have any ragged edges. Just put a little bit of glue so that it sticks, stays flat. Same with this side. So, put a little bit of glue, just like that. There you go. You don't have to worry too much about that's going to be covered. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, so what you're going to use your jute for is you're gonna go around in a circle just like that. But before I do that, I need to cut some of this out right here. Cut this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut two at one time. What you could do is, I'll show you how to do it. You just turn it upside down like this. Okay, like that. You trace it. Okay, you're going to need two. Okay. Just put it there like that. I can't hardly see it, so what I'll do is I'll put this on there and I'll cut around it. Okay, what you're going to use this piece for is you're going to glue it onto this. Okay. So you're going to need two of these. Okay. So you cut another one out. You can put this one on top of it. And then cut around this one. Makes it easier. So you just cut it like that. Takes a minute. I don't know. I guess it'll take you about half an hour from start to finish. It shouldn't take you too long. We're almost done. If you have all your pieces cut out beforehand, it just goes right by. So what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna glue this onto this, just like that. So remember, you don't need glue everywhere, just on the edges and to go around, just like that. Just a little bit of dab so that it sticks on. Okay. So when you put the glue, you put it just all the way around like that. And then you glue this on. Just like that. Okay. You're going to need two of them, remember. So you do the same with this one. Just go all the way around and try to get it glued on. Try to connect these edges. You don't, like I said, you don't need gobs and gobs of glue. If you do, it just stays real stiff. So less is more. So if you use less than it works. So you might have to trim around it. And that's okay. It's okay to have to trim. You just make it even, just like that. Just like that. Okay, just trim it up. It needs it. Just like that. And this one just needs a little bit over here. So just trim it up. Okay, this is kind of the hardest part if you're not, you could go all the way around with this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go all the way around like that. You're just going to go around and around. Okay, and if you want, you can, this is what I'm going to do with this one so that I don't have to go all the way towards the middle. I'll make 2 circles. And to make a circle, you just bend it, square it up like that, and you just cut around like that. That's it. And you have a circle. See, so I'm going to do that. And this one too, though. Cut this. So, like I said, you just fold it, square it, and you cut it at its lowest point, and then you'll get a circle. You just go like that. And you get a circle. See? So what you want to do with this circle is glue it in the middle. And just like that. Okay, I have to keep an eye on that one. Just like that. Okay, and what you do is what you start at the edge over here. This is what takes the longest. You start it right there like that. And just put it in there. And about every inch or so you put a little dab of glue, and then you just keep going around. Just like that. Or you could just make the whole thing like that if that's what you wish, and do it like this. I kind of like the jute. It gives it kind of like an authentic feeling. So you just keep going around. You know, this takes the longest over here. Okay, we're coming to the end of that already. So this is what you do. You just go around and around with your hot glue. This is what takes the longest. So if you're persistent, you'll get it done. You just keep going around. Just like that. But every inch, and you just complete it all. I said this is what takes the longest. So after this, I think I'll need like one more, and that'll do it. Okay, we're almost to the end. Okay. Okay, looks like this is going to be the last round. And one more glue. Okay, looks like that's going to do it. Cut it off and you end it. this is what you get. This is going to be your side. And then it's like that on the other side. So, excuse me. Over here on the edge, you're going to have the corrugated. So what you do is you just glue a little bit of the jute right here. You just do the same thing. About every half an inch you put a gob of glue and you just slide this on so that it doesn't show and it doesn't look messy. So just keep doing that. Almost done. Depending on the decor of your fashion doll's home, then you can just go with the colors or do whatever you want, make it different. I like this because it's personal and it's made out of recycled items. It's useful, and when you get done with it, you can give it away if it's still able to be played with, or you could throw it away. It's up to you. It's not like you're losing a whole lot of money by throwing it. Maybe you just like creating different couches. Take this concept or idea and build on it. That's why I'm here. Okay, now this is where it's going to get tricky. You want it to be even, so what you do is you get your measure, your yardstick, and try to get it as even as you can. I'm going to go in, go up about right there. So you have it marked. Over here you're going to try and make it as even as you can. You can make it as high or as low. Okay, so what you do is you put a lot of, this is about the only place you're going to use plenty of glue. And this is because you want it to get stuck and you don't want it to go anywhere. So find your line, your middle, your center. Okay, just let it dry, and then you're going to do the same over here on this side. And go by the line that you just marked. Okay. Like I said, this is the only side you're going to use plenty of glue. Okay, it's almost to the end. Be sure you put it on the right end. Okay. Center it. And you place it. Let it dry. And after you're finished, okay, that's see what happened. Okay. Put put some glue down in there so it sticks. There we go. There you go. There you have it. There's your couch. Easy. I hope you liked it. I hope you make it. And I hope to see you again. You have a wonderful day. Bye.